Hey everyone, this is Skye and welcome back to my channel. Hopefully I can get through this video without losing my voice, so bear with me if it seems a little bit scratchy. It's because of more like a silent reflux issue that's affecting my throat. So in today's video, I decided to dress up. I'm actually wearing this dress that I haven't worn in a while. And it's been a rare event since I've had my new job, so I just don't dress up anymore lately. It's been a while since I've dressed up. As you can see, I've worn this dress before, but I just was curious to see what I look like after working out. Right now I'm a little bit bloated because it's the day after my workout and I'm retaining water. So I look fuller more than I would normally when I'm not in healing, I guess you could say. So to begin with, I'm following a different diet plan. My weight goals right now is to get down to 18 to 20%. That leaves me just enough fat to maintain some curves without getting too skinny. Looking at myself, first time since I started working out again and wearing this dress, I would say I look all right. However, I have some work to do as far as like getting down to the body fat percentage so that I don't kind of look like I'm walking around like a bodybuilder in a dress. Because that, to me, is not the look that I'm looking for. So it's something I have to work towards, which means I'm going to have to modify my my workout routines, as well as, well, the diet's already there. I'm on a weight loss type of diet. It's very restricted. Well, it's not super restrictive, but it's restrictive. But I have no choice. It's from this reflux issue. It's not the acid type of reflux where it actually burns in your chest and all that stuff and in your throat. It's that's why it's called silent reflux. As you can see, my voice is gone again. Oh yeah, and by the way, I am wearing makeup. That's the other thing. I don't typically wear makeup since I've had my new job. So it's been a while, at least a few months or 2 months, something like that. So that being said, I will do a kind of like a body update and show you in the mirror what I look like in this dress fully with right now my current body fat composition. Moving on to the next subject will be about my hormone therapy that I'm currently on. I think over the summer, I switched from taking pills to getting back on injections. For 6 years, I was on estradiol pills and I was taking them sublingually. I started off with 2 milligram dosage, started with 2 milligrams of estradiol, as well as, I can't remember the milligrams, I think it was like 5 milligrams of finasteride and 100 or 50 to 100 milligrams of 50 to 100 milligrams of finasteride, 50 to 100 milligrams of spironolactone. I did that regimen for, as far as the spironolactone and the finasteride, I did that for maybe a year and a half before I decided to get off of those because of the detrimental health effects long term. As far as the estradiol pills, I took them for 6 years, and I started from 2 milligrams, progressed up to 4, then 6, and then 8 milligrams, where I've been on the 8 milligrams for at least 3 or 4 years or something like that. It's worked very well, and I think because I was taking them sublingually, I believed I was getting the max amount of effect from the pills, but I decided out of convenience, because I was taking them 4 times a day, which can be very inconvenient, especially if you work and you have to talk to and communicate to people. It's kind of hold that stuff under your tongue for a long period of time until it dissolves. So without talking, at least. Since I switched doctors, I decided to go with injections this time. and give that a shot. In the beginning, your body is used to a certain dosage, and I guess its method of delivery in the way that it receives it. But in the end, the process is the same. Your body uses it in the same way. It just depends on the types of estrogen balance that you have based off your delivery methods. For about 2 months, I had to spend a lot of time adjusting my dosages, mainly because they were too high, and I was told to take them at too long an interval, which made me have way too much estrogen in my system. And then at the end of the cycle, I would end up having too little and having all kinds of symptoms related to like really low estrogen because it would crash so fast at the end. So now I'm taking them more often, as well as taking much lower doses. And I feel like I'm in the sweet zone where I feel great, and I'm still getting the maximum effect. I haven't had a blood test yet, and I will get one hopefully soon. But the results have been pretty positive. I wasn't sure at first because, and I don't know if it's because of weight gain, because at the time I was gaining quite a bit of weight, and it was making me feel like I was looking more masculine than I normally would have. Now that I'm losing the weight, I'm starting to feel more confident on how my appearance is, as well as the effects of the shots that I've noticed. I mean, they're not huge differences, but differences that matter. At some point during my journey with the tablets, I did have a maximum effect, whereas my skin looked a certain way, felt a certain way, as well as how I felt, and just things like that overall. The changes that I have noticed is in this past month is my skin does appear to be softer than what it was when I was on pills, as well as the hair follicles that you can visibly see, especially if you have thick, coarse hair like I do. They seem to not show as much anymore. As well as the body hair itself, even though I didn't have much on the pills, seemed to be even slower. But there was a time when I was on pills where they did slow down to about the point they are now. But I think my hormone, or the way my body was using the hormones with the pills, had changed a little bit, and I started having coarser hair on my body, even though my testosterone was only at 6 ng, which is kind of like really low even for females. But my body hair has actually seemed to have waned a little bit more. The one thing that I noticed though recently, and is before the shots, is and this might be TMI, but the body hair on my private parts and my underarms seem to have picked up in the speed of regrowth after shaving. So, but I did read that that is an effect of estrogen too. So, in my conclusion with that is, as long as your private body hair is growing well and your regular body hair has slowed down, then you're good to go. That's just guessing, of course. I may have to cut this video short because I'm losing my voice the more I talk, so. And as far as like the breast growth and things like that, they are maintaining so far. But once I get down to my 18 to 20 body fat percentage, they may shrink a little bit. But I believe that I have enough tissue growth that I won't lose too much this time. As far as my body shape, I'm getting better curves, especially on the back side and my hips, things like that. It is helping that I'm working those areas out too and building more muscle there to provide the structure so that the body fat will sit in more of a wider, more plumpish, kind of way. Not sure what I couldn't find the word. So in that respect, I am maintaining a feminine shape. I just have a lot more muscle, which doesn't look too bad. I don't look like a total bodybuilder, but I'm trying to avoid that too. So once I get down to below 150, I should start leaning out more as far as that is concerned, even with muscle. So we'll see when I get there. I weighed myself this morning, and overall that doesn't mean anything because of my body composition. However, it's telling me that I am making progress towards any kind of loss. Especially with the new diet, I've lost a lot of glucose in my system, meaning I'm not eating a whole lot of carbs compared to what I was. So I am going to shrink from that, and the loss of water. But as far as my update, that's about it for now. I am going to go ahead and show you my full body update. And then I guess hopefully into the next video, this thing with my throat clears up, or I'm going to have to get it taken a look at, because obviously you can tell I'm having trouble with that. So hopefully everything comes out all right. Until next time, hopefully the lighting's better. But this is me in my dress. It's kind of hard to... So here I am in a dress in that workout gear. But again, I have muscle, but it's not really bad like a year ago. So I can still sport this dress and not feel like I'm a bodybuilder, even though I do have more muscle than the typical cisgender female, or just somebody without the muscles. But my calves are kind of popping. Yeah. But I used to not have that kind of... Well, I did. I've always had legs as far as musculature, but I'm not working them out as much as I was. Hopefully they kind of soften up a little bit more. I don't want to have the super hard look anymore. So I guess I could have wore my heels, but I don't know. But that's it. A dress.